and welcome to this very short 10-minute video of a desk buster. What is that, I hear you ask? So that is something that if you have been sitting at your desk all day, if you have just been, feeling very tight around the shoulders or just haven't moved, this is a very good 10-minute video to just help you out, just move about. It is not very high intensity or anything like that, but we are going to be moving a little bit more. And this is also going to help us just for stretching, just for moving. So you do not have to have any equipment for this. This is just something that we can just move about. So we are going to start with our shoulders. You're going to just do some rolling of those shoulders. You also don't need to be wearing shoes for this. You can have a nice mat, any space on the floor. Keep those shoulders moving, and you're moving them forwards. This is a good one because if we're sat at a desk, you guys keep going, we'll be sat in this rounded position potentially. Good. We're going to start moving those arms. All the way forward. Hit the curtains like I've just done. And back. Perfect. You're going to bring yourself to a stop here. What you're going to do is you're going to fold yourself forward and we're going to come into just a bit of a swing. So I will go from the side, you're going to roll yourself down and you're just going to kind of swing from side to side. You're going to feel this a little bit in that lower back, but this is a nice movement to do. This may feel a little bit silly actually. You may feel like, what am I doing here? But it's opening up those hips. Really try and twist and bring as far high as you can go on those hips. Nice. Good job. I'm going to turn back to the side so you can see it. Keep rolling side to side. And you're going to slow yourself down here into a forward fold. This one here, you may only be shin height or you may be down to the floor. It doesn't matter which one you want to do. You're just going to stay in this position. The blood is probably rushing to your head like it is mine now. And what you're going to do, no matter where you are standing, I want you to try and bring those arms around the back of your legs. You can have a slight bend in those knees as well. That is totally fine. And you're going to interlace your hands and squeeze them as tight as possible. And you're going to take a deep breath in. When you release, bring yourself and pull yourself closer. So you might not be as folded as I am, you might only be up here, but if you can bring yourself as close as possible, that is great. Perfect. Hands to wherever in front of you, either the floor, your toes, your shins. You're going to roll yourself up really slowly. Nice. And we are now going to work on our hips. So you're going to bring your leg up and out and down. Up is called opening the gate, and down. Up and out and down. You might feel that in those hips a little bit more. You can have a nice circle if you want to, or up and out and down. Let's just go for a few more of these. Might feel a slight burning here. Good, and all the way to the other side. We'll have been sat at our desk, so those hips will have sat in this lovely position that need just a bit more moving. Good. One more, and we're going to slowly bring ourselves down to hands and knees into cat-cow. So you've got a string on your belly button, I'm pulling it down to the ground, everything else goes up. And reverse the other way. Bring that spine all the way up, back down. Nice, and all the way up. Perfect. All the way down. And up one more time. Really feeling that back. You're going to stay in this position. You're going to rock forwards and backwards. Really have that back rounded. We're going to move that body, move those joints. Stay in that rounded position as best you can. And slow yourself down there. Bring yourself back into a normal tabletop. We are going to start going a little bit more mobility here. So you are going to bring this leg up. I am bringing my left leg up. You can bring your right leg if you want to. If you want to, you can have a pillow underneath that knee, because sometimes having that knee on the floor does have a lot of pressure. You're gonna keep that back toe tucked. I know I just untucked it. You're gonna keep that back toe tucked. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lean forward into this and then sit yourself back. Try and keep that leg as straight as possible. Lean forward, bring yourself back. You can keep your hands on the floor if you want to for this one. Lean forward and back, really opening up those hips. As I said, if you need a pillow underneath that knee, because it does take a lot on that back knee, come all the way forward. When we come into this, it's called the half split pose, you want to try and make sure that you are sitting as far down into it, but you're not locking that leg out. Keep going with this. Don't slow down there. You're going to feel burning, but those hips are going to thank you for this. Good. One more, all the way forwards and back. Bring that leg back. You know what happens, we're going to go to the other side. Bring that leg forward. Same thing, forwards, backwards. Now I can feel that that's tighter on my calf on this side. It's just naturally tighter. And that's okay. You will feel there's going to be discrepancies in your body. Things are going to be tighter in one way, things are going to be tighter in another way. If you can't get your hands all the way down to the floor like I am, obviously you can be sitting up for this one. Just try and keep a bit more balance. You can hold onto the side. I've got a radiator next to me, so I'm just holding onto it a little bit more. This is not going to feel super pleasant on that knee if you are having knee problems, which is why please shove something underneath that and go slower if you want to. One more, forwards and backwards. We are going to come into a squat, a very low squat. Now most people can sit in this position. Some people cannot have their heels on the floor and they are, in this, trying to keep it all the way up. The wider you go with your legs in this position, the better, because your heels will be on the floor as best as they can. If they're not, totally fine. You can also shove that pillow underneath there if you need to. Now I'm just going to push away with that leg. If your heel's up here, if your heel's up here, that's fine. Just keep pushing all the way. Your calves might be feeling like they're working super hard right now on the leg if your heels are up. So try and get your legs as wide as possible. And to the other side, push. Just open up those hips. Move it around. I'm going in sort of circles with this. Perfect. Release that. We are going to bring our fingers underneath our toes. You're going to bring your bum all the way up to the sky. Straighten the back of those legs. They do not have to be fully straightened. And bring yourself back down, all the way up. Some people have the natural flexibility that they can straighten their legs. Some people can only get slightly bent, and that is totally fine. Keep moving. 40s. Good. Well done. Keep coming up. We're going to go one more. Bum up to the sky. Back down. Into a forward fold. So I'm afraid that bum's coming up. You are staying in this position, you're going to roll yourself up really slowly. Nice. Head is the last thing to come up. Do a big shoulder roll. This one here, you're going to give yourself a big hug. So I'm going upper, my left arm above my right arm. I'm squeezing as tight as possible. And I'm just going to bring myself side to side. Almost thanking my body for what it does. Bring it side to side. So I'm feeling that in my back and my hips. So keep that moving. Slowly release that. Swap round to the other side. Push and open it up. Good. I can kind of feel my spine wanting to click right now. You might be feeling that too. Keep that going. A few more. And release. A big shoulder circle. One more time. Good. Shake that body out. Maybe go for a walk. You are done. So that is our very quick desk buster. You should feel nice and movable, nice and warm in those hips, in those shoulders, in that back. It's really important if you are in a desk job that you must get up and move. Whether you do this or whether you go for a walk around, whether you just do those shoulders every now and then. This is really good for you and you want to make sure that we get, don't get any further injuries. But well done. Thank you very much for joining me. There will be a video every week. I always appreciate you joining me and I will see you next time.